seems like Black Friday is starting earlier and earlier every year, and while it's a great opportunity to get some really good deals on things that are going to add a lot of value to your wardrobe, it's also really easy to fall into the trap of buying things that you don't really need, things that you don't really want, things that are low quality, and things that are just going to be a waste of your money. So in today's video, I want to go over some of the things you can keep in mind to avoid Black Friday regrets. So let's get started. My first tip to avoid Black Friday regrets is to always go in with a plan. This is true anytime that you're shopping, and especially as you're getting caught up in building out your wardrobe and developing your personal style. It is so easy to get swept up into what someone else is wearing, things that look really great, things that appear to be a good deal, and that can really derail your overall plan. So by far the best way to avoid this and ultimately avoid those impulse buys is to really go in with a solid plan that includes a wardrobe wish list. And developing a wardrobe wish list takes a couple of steps that I go into a lot more detail in my new personal style course. If you're interested, I'm going to link that in the description box down below. And then I'll also pin a comment just in case. And it's a really great way to go about understanding all of the steps necessary to get to that point of developing your wardrobe wish list. Because it's one thing to sit there and say, oh, I think I want a new pair of jeans, or I want this, I want that. But if instead you're really thinking about your full color palette, your wardrobe goals, your style terms, and things that are really going to work for your lifestyle, you can develop a wish list that is basically fail-proof. And it's something that I've been doing and perfecting the last couple of years. And I've been very, very happy with the overall outcome. Now, very much along those same lines, another thing you can do to avoid Black Friday regrets is to set a budget and then stick to it. Especially when we're being inundated by things that are 70% off, 50% off, 80% off sometimes. It can look like that's a really great deal and you'd be silly to pass on it. But if you really understand the things that are going to add value to your own wardrobe and how much you're willing to spend for those, you won't fall victim to that. And instead you'll go in very confident, knowing exactly what's going to bring some value into your closet. And then along those same lines, I think it's also a really good idea to familiarize yourself with what makes something high quality. Very often brands will hike up the price on something, make it seem like it's going to come with good value because it has a really high price point. And then when the sales come around, they'll slash those prices, making it appear like it's the best deal ever, when really the quality wasn't there to begin with, and the quality wasn't there to justify that high price tag in the first place. So understanding what makes something high quality is a total game changer and really allows you to feel more empowered when you go into purchasing. And also something that I go into more detail in my style course. Again, I'll link that down below if you're interested. The next thing you can do to avoid Black Friday regrets is to, especially when you're shopping online, check every photo possible of the item that you're interested in. Make sure that you're really examining, zooming in as much as you can. It can give you a really good idea for the quality of something, especially if you can't physically touch it before you buy it. And then also what I really love to do is check the item in different colors. Sometimes something will be really easy to hide in a darker color, but if you click through to a lighter color option, you'll see something that you totally missed otherwise. And it can avoid those impulse buys again and those mistakes. And it's something that I've been doing really carefully as I've started to online shop more. And I've been really, really happy with the results. And this is also really helpful when the fabric may be a little bit more sheer, because that's not going to show up on a darker color, but on a lighter color, it's going to be glaringly obvious. So if you want to avoid that, always check those lighter options, and you can get a really good feel for the overall fabric weight and the sheerness level. The next thing I recommend that you do is always check the return policy, especially around sale seasons. A lot of things will be final sale, and if you're unsure if something's going to be perfect for your wardrobe, final sale is better to avoid. I have made so many mistakes and had so many regrets because something was final sale. I went in thinking it was going to be great. I went in with the best intentions, and then when it arrived, it just wasn't what I was hoping it was going to be, or it didn't fit properly, and that final sale was a total killer. And then you're left with wasted money and then the added burden of having to resell that item yourself, probably for less than you paid for it to begin with. So always check the return policy, and definitely always make sure that you're checking the fine print, because especially during sale seasons, they can sometimes shorten that return window, making it almost impossible to get the item, try the item, and then return it if you end up not loving it. And my last tip is to try really hard to avoid those marketing tactics. So it's sometimes a really good idea to unsubscribe vibe from marketing emails if you're really tempted. And then also when you're actually shopping in person or online, try to kind of drown out the noise of last chance, final sale, the red font, flashing things. Something I've seen pop up a lot recently is also a countdown window. So it gets your adrenaline pumping. It makes you feel like you need to start making purchases quickly or you're gonna miss out. And then also when you're shopping in person, try not to get caught up in what someone else is buying and where people are flocking to and gravitating towards, because all that matters is your own wardrobe and your own style choices. So those are my tips to avoid Black Friday regrets. They're things that can hopefully help you avoid those impulse buys. And like I mentioned at the beginning, sales season and Black Friday is such a good opportunity to get really great deals and bring things that are going to add a lot of value into your wardrobe and then into your life. I know I'm personally really looking forward to getting some things off my baby registry and really utilizing those sales because I'm going in with a plan. So hopefully these tips can help you do the same. And I would love to know in the comments down below if there's anything that you personally do to avoid those regrets and those impulse purchases. Let us know because we can use the comment section as a resource. And like always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Have a great day.